Saturday for me. Happy Saturday. It's probably not for you, but it might be. Never know. If it is, happy Saturday. If it's not, whatever day it is, happy day. My name's Theresa. Welcome to the class today. We're going to do a nice class, as we always do. And today's class is going to focus on sort of our intentions and our assumptions. So our assumptions can often get us in a place where we're mad or uncomfortable or upset at other people because we assume things that maybe they're thinking or doing or should be saying, or we have expectations that they don't live up to, or yada, yada. This stuff all causes us pain. And so let's think about that for today. Is where in your world have you made assumptions, or are your intentions towards other people less than, like, do you expect more from people than they can give you, I guess, is what I'm trying to say in a very long-winded way. So that's okay. So just, ask yourself, how many assumptions do I make in a day, given the information that comes in? And is it causing me any misery? And if it is, let's just unpack it and put it away, because misery, who needs it? All right, find yourself in a seat. Go ahead and sit on a block if you want to. Move your stuff out of the way so you can sit comfortably. If you want to take a half lotus to start with, we might do a full lotus in a little while once our hips and knees get a bit warmer. So take a half lotus, sit up tall as you can. And if the half lotus obviously is uncomfortable for you, just sit cross-legged or whatever way is comfortable. One more thing, sorry for all the chatting. I can't play music in my background because then I get copyrights and all this stuff because I don't pay any SOCAN fees. So if you want to pause right now and go put your own music on, if you really enjoy it. I like music when I'm doing yoga, but I can't play it. So you go ahead. I'm talking anyway, so I won't notice if I have it on or not, but you might. So go ahead, pause, go ahead, put your music on that you love when you're listening to yoga, when you're doing yoga, and then come back. All right, sit up nice as tall as you can get, starting from your sacrum all the way up to the crown of your head, layering the spine, or stacking it, if you will. And then close your eyes, start to focus in on your breath. Bring your intention in. As you inhale, you're thinking about calming down your nervous system, counting to 7. And then you're going to exhale 5. And then inhaling 7. And exhaling 5. One more like that. 7 and exhaling 5. And then just breathe how you want for a sec, loosen up, switch your legs over to the other leg. If the breathing is causing you stress, sometimes when we breathe in different places, we can cause anxiety. So if it is, just change your breath to something that feels good to you. Some are focusing 5 and 5. So 5 in and 5 out, taking your breath all the way in, all the way to the bottom of the lungs, and then exhaling, think about blowing the air out. Be a little fearful with the exhale, inhaling for 5. And then exhaling out through the mouth. You want to push the air out while you draw the navel in, if that makes any sense to you. Again, in. And then exhale. Draw your chin back. Change to Ujjai breathing. Inhale for 5. Feeling some restriction in your throat. And exhaling. Out through the nose this time for Ujjai breathing. 2 more sets. You want to hear a little Darth Vader in your throat. And then release. And then now have a check if you want to pull yourself into full lotus. I don't know. We'll see if I can get there today. Make sure nothing hurts. No pain in your knees, no pain anywhere. No pain is not a good thing. And then close your eyes. Open your hands up towards the sky. I hope you're outside right now. That'd be lovely. Big breath in. And then exhale. Continue with the Ujjai breathing. 3 more sets. And then release your legs. And if you want to just pop into lotus, does it do it differently? I don't know if it does. We're going to stop because I'm confusing my brain. All right, stretch your legs out. Sit up nice and tall. Sit up. Reach your hands towards the ceiling and then exhale, reach forward. Good. And then roll yourself back up to sitting nice and tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Good. And then slowly roll up all the way up nice and tall. Reach the hands towards the sky and exhale, fold one more time. If you got your feet, go ahead, grab them. See if you can soften a little closer. Good. Drag your left leg back and pull it in towards your pelvis. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the arms up. Exhale, just soften towards the other leg. Creating some space in the hamstrings before we get going. And then roll back up. Switch to the other side as your arms come in the air. If you really need to tuck your leg because it's bugging you, go ahead and then exhale. Come on down. Soften. Good. And then drag it back up. Reach your hands over your head. Exhale. Slowly roll. Make sure there's nothing behind you. I'm going to turn this way. And then slowly roll back down towards the floor. Take your time. Draw your navel in. Roll your hands over your head or reach them over the head. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, tuck your chin in slightly. Peel your spine 1 vertebra at a time off the floor. Reach for the toes. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, slowly lower. Take your time. Draw the navel in. Reach over the head. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, peel your spine. Just think about an orange. Peeling. Now, if you have a very lordotic, keep going. If you have a really big arch in your back, you're going to find it very difficult to have your lower back hit the floor. And just know that's the way your spine is built. But what you can do for lordosis is really think about tucking your tailbone a little bit more in your life, using your core, not letting the tailbone pop up, creating that excessive lordosis. It really is hard on your back. Good, and then up. Come on, keep going. Just warming up the core, firing up the solar plexus chakra right here in the belly. That's fire. Okay, let's do the last one. Roll down and then stay down, hands behind your head. Draw one knee in towards your chest and the other. Good. Adjust yourself so you feel comfortable. Belly button in. Extend one leg and then the other. And then the other. And switch. Keep pulling your belly button in. Think about scooping out the belly as opposed to bulging it. Draw in. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, you're doing great. Exhale, good. And then release your head down. Reach your hands over your head, nice and long. Flex your feet. Place your hands on the floor. Place your feet on the floor. Start to tip your pelvis towards the sky and then bring your hips all the way up in the air. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, reach over your head. Good. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Exhale, lower your hands and lower your hips. So really try to, again, articulate the spine. We're doing some Pilates here, just a little. Bring your hips up, bring your hands up, and then reach. Good. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Exhale, roll the spine down. Good. Inhale, reach the hands and lift the hips. Reach over your head. Hands up. Keep your hips in the air. Bring your hands down. Roll your shoulders underneath you and clasp your hands together if it's available. Otherwise, just get as close as you can. Draw the belly button in and think about lengthening the back of your neck. Squeeze your glutes. Draw your knees towards each other. You're doing great. Keep breathing. And then release the hands. Slowly release the hips back down. And draw the knees in towards the chest. Give them a little hug. Maybe a little rock. Very good. Tuck the chin in. Lengthen one leg up. Grab hold of the leg behind either the hamstring if it's available or the calf. Stretch the other leg straight out. Point both of your toes. Good. Switch sides, but then do a little pulse. Pulse, pulse. And switch. And switch. Now, if this is bothering your neck, just put one hand behind the head so that you have a little support. Try to draw the chin in. Use your deep neck muscles. Good. Excuse me. Good. And then take the bounce out and then just switch. Switch, switch, switch. 8, 7, you got it. 6, 5, you can do it. 3, 2, 1, feet down. Hands reach over your head. Legs go long. It's a single leg stretch, but it's a scissors. That's also another Pilates exercise. Really great for the core, firing up those solar plexus chakra. Also really activating all of these great muscles that are responsible for so many postures in yoga. All right, are responsible to support us anyway. We're not responsible for the postures themselves. That's silly. It's okay to be silly, right? All right, feet on the floor, tip your hips towards the ceiling. Roll your hips up again, and then roll your shoulders under you and maybe grab hold of your ankles. Keep pulling your knees towards each other. Squeeze the back body, all tight through glutes, low back, hamstrings. Pull the ribs down a little bit. Lengthen the back of the neck. Keep pressing into the floor. 4 more. 3, you're almost there. 2. And then slowly lower the hips. Good. Take the knees in. Give it a little hug. A little rock. Side to side. Keep the knees where they are. Draw the chin in. Again, pull yourself up into a crunch. Hands are by your side. Extend your arms over your head as your legs stretch. So it looks like this. And then wrap it around and tuck it in. Reach and tuck. This is a double leg stretch. Reach. Again, if your neck hurts, one hand behind the head. 2 more. Last one. In. Release the head. Rock out the neck. Release the feet. Give your neck a little break. Little rock, little roll. Good. Good. Just give it a little massage for a second. You don't want a sore neck tomorrow. Excellent. Draw the knees back in towards the chest. Grab hold of your left leg from behind the hamstring. Straighten your right leg down to the floor and then press into your leg. So you see, you can even see my tricep contracting because I'm working. So I'm holding my leg where it is because I'm really using all of my force to press into my hands. Press, 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 and then relax and draw it in a little bit. Good, and then press into your hands. Press, 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 press. Sorry, that's maybe annoying, and then pull it in. Good, soften. Good, one more time. Press into the hands, activating the muscle, called active release, and then relax. Good, cross that leg over and pull the knee in, reach through the scissors, grab hold of the knee, pull it in towards your chest, and now rock slightly to the right. So you're getting deep into the piriformis here. Don't worry, we will be working. We're just giving some of these muscles we're going to be using a chance to be prepared for the work. Good, and then release that leg, straighten out the right leg, take your hands, clasp them together so they're strong, and then go ahead and press into the hands as hard as you can with all your might. Nice, relax, draw the leg a little close. So you can see when I'm doing this, I'm really in bad form. My spine isn't very good. So it's okay if my hip flexors are too tight. Just bend your knee, it's okay. All right, so your hip flexors might be tight too. Ready? Press into the hands, press hard as you can. Good, and then soften. One more time. Big presses. And then soften. Nice, cross that leg over. Reach in between the space, thread the needle, pull it in. Just let that right glute get a stretch and then lean a little to the left. Just wake up the glutes and the hips. Very good, coming back in. Give yourself a little rock and roll, come up to a seated position, stop halfway down, and then come on up into boat pose. We'll finish off the abdominal work. And then just imagine you are kayaking and you're just gonna kayak side to side here. Try to hold your legs perfectly still. Draw your belly button in. And now as you lower your arms, lower your legs. So down and down, and down, and down, and 4, 3, 2, and release. Very good. Come on over onto your hands and knees. You'll be happy to do some pals here. Adjust your clothing if you need to before we get started. So round the spine, and then good. Now go at your own pace. Exhale as you inhale, and then make some other movements side to side. Just wake up your spine a little bit more. Most of the stuff we've been doing is mostly lateral. Flexion and extension. So we want a little bit of lateral movement. Nice. And then hang out here. Find yourself in a good position to push up, downward dog. Bring your feet closer together. Draw both the heels down towards the floor. Roll onto the outside of your right foot. And, kind of rolling on to the outside of the whole leg. Bend the knees and good. Coming back through center, rolling to the outside of the other foot. Bend the knees, push back. Good. Coming back in through center, over to the other side again. Bend the knees and push back. And now take that left leg and extend it up into the air. But keep bending through the right leg. You got it. Hang on. Put the leg down. Switch over other side. Good, get a nice good grip with the left leg, lift up the right. You're gonna wanna straighten the left, but don't do it. Keep bending. Good, nice. Bring that leg down, back, and then regular down dog, you'll be happy. Excellent, look towards the front of your mat. Step or hop to the front, take forward fold. Keep your knees pretty bent here. You wanna have lots of space. Your hamstrings, although they're a little warm, aren't near ready for straight leg. Soften. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Forward fold. Good, hands to the floor, half lift. Exhale, fold. Place your hands down, step back plank pose. Still dealing with the wrist thing, so you go on your hands, I'll do the fist. Slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Good, extend the legs, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift, open the heart, open the chakra. All of them are facing the front. Well, except for the root, obviously. And the pelvis, exhale, lower. Push your toes, push back. And then push back, downward dog. That was a really bad little arch I did there. So if you were walking and you noticed the bad form, don't do that. Good, drop your heels. We catch ourselves. Good, bend the knees a little bit. See if you can get your heels all the way down. Get the soleus and the Achilles tendon. Nice, lift up the right leg towards the sky. Straighten the left leg. Open the hips towards the sky. Try to drop that left heel down. Feels nice. Roll to the outside of that foot like we did before. Now drop that foot. And then push the hips up, wild thing. Straighten out the left leg. Reach the right arm straight over the head. Good, and then coming back in. Extend the right leg up. Place it between your hands. Turn the outside leg. Bring your way up, warrior two. Good. Try to find yourself in some good form here in warrior two. So you're nice and deep in this front leg. Spiral this thigh out a little bit. Good. And then pull this hip just in a little. So you're rolling this hip just a touch in. Good. Nice and tight through the core. Arms extended, bit deep. And then look up the front of that pinky, out through the middle finger. Don't run away. Stay here. Good. Start to straighten out that front leg. Left leg goes down, the back leg reach up over the head. Good. Again, bend into warrior two. Get nice and deep. Push out of it. Reach back. Open up the heart and the ribs, all the intercostal muscles. Good. Again, warrior two. Excellent. Place the right elbow on the right knee. Left hand comes up. Open the heart. Look up. Nice. If you want, you can put your block on the floor. Otherwise, hand comes down. Keep rolling open the hip. Look up to the sky. Good. Take the left hand, pull it underneath behind your back. And then maybe your right hand tucks under for the bind. Open the heart. Good. Hands to the floor. Turn the back toes so they're up on the toe. Drop the back knee. Inhale, hands up. Low lunge. Keep pushing the hips forward. Really open up through the psoas. Doing great. Looking good. Release the hands. Touch down on the floor. Lift the back leg. Push off. Come up standing split. Drop the head. Think about lifting the left leg as high as you can. Keep lifting. Nice. Bring that leg down to meet the other one. Tuck the belly. Flatten it out onto the thighs. Soften. Start to straighten out the legs as much as you can. And then inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Keep the hands where they are. Stay strong on the right leg. Start to tip forward. Try to get your balance coming into a version airplane. You can do warrior 3, which reach your hands over your head. Hang on to the balance. You got it. And then bring that leg back up. Place it down beside the other. Whew. How's the right hip? Feeling pretty good? You worked it. Give it a little shake off. Doing very good. Excuse me. Inhale. Reach the hands up. Exhale. Hands come through heart center. Fold. Inhale. Halfway. Exhale. Fold. Hands to the floor. Step back plank. Slowly lower all the way to the ground. Good. Reach your hands farther out in front of you. And then push all the way up into seal pose. Now, my hands are out in front. You could take the seal real high if you want, but I want you to listen to your back. Okay, so if your back is saying, there might be a bit more extension than I want yet, don't worry, we're going to be doing a fair amount of extension today. And then release. Wiggle the hip. Good. Go ahead, reach back, grab hold of your feet. Start to kick into your hands, and again, open the heart. Press the belly into the floor. Kick, kick, kick into your hands. Keep drawing your knees close together. One more breath. And then slowly release the leg. Hands back under the heart. Sorry, under the shoulders. Tuck your toes, push back. Downward dog. Now I had a couch here beside me, so I'm going to adjust. If you have something beside you, adjust for Wild Thing if you need to. Good. Breath in. Exhale, draw both heels down. Excellent. Lift the left leg towards the sky and start to open up that hip. Bend the knee. And then flat the foot on the floor. Open up the left arm. Good. Straighten the right leg. Press, press, press. Wow, Thing. And then come on back through center. Lift the left leg into the air. Then place it between the hands. Open the back foot. Come on up, warrior 2. Sit nice and deep. Again, spiral this leg open. And then roll this hip just slightly in. Good. And then really reach the arm strong. Look down through the middle finger. Draw the navel in. Contract through the lower belly. Excellent. Right arm goes down. Straighten the leg. Lift the left arm up and back. Open up through the ribs. This mat's a bit slippery. It's my husband's big boy mat. You probably noticed it's huge. Good. Deep. My husband's very tall, 6'5". You met him, you know why he needs the mat. Good. And then again, straighten the leg, lift up. And then bend. I hope you're starting to sweat a little. This ain't no yin class today. And then straighten the front leg. We're working. Well, you still work in yin, don't get me wrong. Just a little different. Good. And back. Warrior 2. Bring the left elbow on the knee. Open the hip. And then reach the arm up with this guy. Good. And then if you like, drop the arm to the floor. You could use your block if you want. Take the top arm, reach it back. And then bottom arm, reach up, grab the bind. Open your shoulders towards the center. Very good. You're doing great. Good. Come back in. Through center. Roll onto the back toe. Drop the knee. Push up for low lunge. Good. Really think about tipping the pelvis forward so you're getting the psoas real deep. But when it gets tight, it sure can be problematic. Keep breathing. Good. Hands to the floor. Tuck that back toe. Lift the knee. Put all the weight into that front leg and push off. Good. Drop the head. Lift the right leg. Standing split. You can do it. And then drop that leg down beside the other one. Good. Let your belly side, tuck it in. Give your legs a hug. Good. Release the hands. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands come through heart center. And then release. Good. Inhale, reach the hands up again. Hands come to heart. Go ahead, lift up the right leg. Start to lean forward into warrior 3, or we're going to move to a version of it. You can stay here or move to airplane, or reach your hands straight over your head. Stay strong. Keep pulling up that arch of the foot. Press the toes into the ground. And then release the foot and release. Very good. Everybody, why don't you take a quick water break if you have some. I got some here. Sorry. We can have the camera. Bring it down a bit. Good. My puppy, sorry, I'm chewing ice. My puppy is sleeping. I was worried she'd wake up. Spill my water. All right. Okay, I don't want it to keep coming way up. So here we are. We're going to move into tree pose. Go ahead, lift up your right foot. I'll do opposite. I'll do the same side. I'll mirror you so we could look the same, yeah? Good. So put your tree wherever you want it. This limb can be on your calf. No problem. Can be even just touching the floor. Just don't touch your knee. Don't press into your knee. All right, left leg, strong and straight. Squeeze the glute medius right here. See the difference? That's me being really relaxed in the glute med. Now squeeze. Wait, I put myself off balance. Sorry, that was kind of rude to my own self. Watch your words. Use them impeccably. Squeeze. 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 All right, good. Now that you're squeezing, press the toes into the floor. So many things to think about. Hands to heart, and then reach the arms. Beautiful tree mate. You look gorgeous. And then, you know, it's windy. Just wave your tree around. Your tree falls over in the hurricane. Not quite. All right. It's okay. Press the toes into the ground. Take the other leg up. Press in. Find a good place where on your body that you feel comfortable. Good. And then tighten that glute med. Really work it. Hands to heart and then reach. Press into the floor. You got this. You look very balanced. Swaha, any energy that's not positive in your body right now, just let go of any tension. All right, Swaha means let it go. Put it in the fire. And you can see my windy tree is really not handling the wind very well as it falls over. And then bring yourself back to your mat if you fell down like me. All right, come on down. So I got to bring my camera down. All right, go ahead and make sure you have a block nearby. Maybe 2, just for fun. Our next series is going to need a block. So make sure you have it. Bring yourself back up to the front of your mat. I apologize. I have some allergies, which are problematic to my respiratory system. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Use your blocks if you'd like to, right here. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, half lift. Keep your right hand on your block. Lift your left leg and start to open up your hip. Lift up your left arm towards the sky for half moon pose. Very good. You look very good. And then go ahead and drop that back leg down. Bring yourself up, warrior 2, and then quickly bring it up into straight legs. Reach the hands forward. Bring it into triangle. So this leg has a soft bend in it, no locked up joints. You want your knee to push out the back. And then fall over. Hopefully you all had a good laugh there, but don't fall over like I did. And then reset. Your camera moves and then you move. The ground moves. Just blow that away. Good. So you're in a nice triangle here. You're feeling good with it. Very good. And then start to tip the left hand down towards the floor. Turn the back toes in a little. Switch your block over to the other side. And then roll open for revolve triangle. Excellent. And then start to put all of the weight into your right leg. Draw your left hand slightly in front of you. Lift your left leg. Good. And then start to revolve for a revolve half moon. This one's hard, so keep lifting the leg. It's hard. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all good. And then take the leg and drop it back behind you, but across the mat. And then wiggle your other leg in towards more of the middle. So you're in an angle now. Yeah? Very good. Bring your block in front of you. Excellent. And then turn the blocks until you can come up into a high sideways weird lunge. Y'all with me? Keep really thinking about pulling this knee forward. Good. Now lift the back leg. Contract the quadricep. Excellent. Now release the block. Stand it on up. Good. Hands down to the blocks again. Take the left hand, keep it on the block. Lots of strength into the right leg. Open up. Excellent. Place that hand back down again. Very good. Bring the blocks in front of you. Put all the weight into the front leg and then step the back leg forward, but keep it crossed. And then soften forward fold. So right leg in front, left leg in the back. Knees are just a little bent. You probably won't get much of a bend in the left leg, but mostly the right. You'll be feeling lots of stuff right here. IT band. This one's for you, Isaiah. Good, and then inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Place the left hand on the hip, right on the glute med. Right hand's gonna come up, and then push your hand into the hip, create a bit of an arch. Reach your hand up and over the head. Good, and then slowly release in. Bring your hands back down. Bring your blocks back down. Bend your knees. You ready? And then jump back plank. Good. You want to keep your hands on your blocks? You can. We're going to use them for up dog. If you feel unstable or you don't want to do it, put your blocks away to the side. Lower halfway and then roll through. Untuck the toes. Lift the quads. Squeeze the abs and just look forward. Come on, work this up dog. Work. Use the quads, open the heart, roll over the toes, push back, and then come into the inside of your block, down dog. Draw both heels down towards the floor again. Very good. Lift up your right hand and reach to the outside of your left leg, and then start to look under the armpit. Did you see that cheating there? I pulled the heel up, so drop the heel. We cheat. Try to make things easier. That's just the way we do it. Why not? Path of least resistance. Very good, and then put that hand down to the floor. Draw the heels down. Try to keep them there as you reach left hand to right leg and then twist under. Very good. And then hand back down to the floor. Go ahead and hop back to the front of your mat. Take your right hand back in your right block. Bring yourself right way back into half moon like you started. But go ahead this time and reach back. See if I can fall over again. Grab hold of your foot and then start to kick into your hand. That may not be available for you, but if it is, enjoy. If it's not, just stick to half moon. Kick, kick, kick into that hand. You got it. Oh man, that feels good on the hip flexor. Excellent. And then bring that foot back down beside the other one. Hands fold to touch arms to shoulders or elbows. And rock. 2 breaths. And then go ahead and slide all the way back up. And exhale. Very good. Grab your block. Place it in front of the other side. Lift up the leg. Work your way into half moon on the other side. So think about using the glute knee to roll your hip under you on the left leg. Right hip is open. See, I can fall over again. If you open too far, you're at the risk of tipping, like me. Good. So squeeze the glutes and then bend the arm. Nice. And then slide that leg back, warrior 2. Immediately straighten the leg, reach forward. Go ahead, grab your block for triangle. You don't need to use a block if you don't want to, but I find, I don't know, triangle looks messy for lots of people if you don't have really, really, really flexible hamstrings. And you run the risk of getting what's called yoga butt right here in your sit bone when you get some micro tears in your hamstring. I think, in my opinion, triangle is a high contributor to yoga butt. So please use caution. Because once you get yoga butt, it never goes away for a long, long time. Good. And then come on, roll forward. Place that hand down, turn the toes in slightly so that your ankle's in a better place. And then start to, ooh. And again, this one's for you, Isaiah. IT bend is really relevant in the revolved triangle. Keep drawing the left hip back. Just one more breath. Hang on. I know you want to rest. No rest. And then bring it back down towards the center. Feeling a little bit of relief there. Good. Start to walk that front leg across as the back leg slides across and bend the knee. Bring your blocks in. So now you're in that low lunge, but you're crossways, curtsy lunge, I guess we could call it. The trick here is really think about keeping this knee drawing in. So use your inner thigh. Try not to let this leg slack off. Lift the quad and then use your blocks to find your balance until maybe you can come up off the blocks. Hold on. Keep breathing. Hands back down to the floor. Right hand stays on the block and twist. Keep pulling the right hip back. Ooh, you're going to get a deep stretch through the glute. Keep lifting the right leg. Good. Head back down. Bring the blocks in front of you and then step forward. Adjust so you find a good spot and then soften. Good. Try to keep your feet even so your weight is even. You're not tipping. And draw the chin to the chest. And press the throat chakra and thyroid just to very good. Take your right hand out in front of you. Start to drag your left leg up. And then open. Sorry, drag your right leg up. That was backwards. And then open your left hand for revolve triangle. And then very slowly lower the leg. Take a forward fold, clasp your elbows. Rock back. And then inhale, bring it all the way up to standing. Exhale, start to bring your legs wide as you sit your hips back into wide-legged squat. Sit up nice and tall with your chest. Keep pushing your knees open. Drop the tailbone down towards the floor. Good. We're going to try crow pose. It's likely with my wrist. I'm just going to give you a sample and you're going to do it at home and have so much fun. Well, I'm jealous because my wrist says nay, nay, but let's try it with you. So come up onto your toes, lift your hips, bend, and then place your legs on the outside of your triceps. And then squeeze your knees in, hip forward, look forward, and then lift your legs. But if you have wrist issues, this is not your exercise. Please don't do it. Wrist issues and crow, there's just no point at that point. Where's the value in the exercise? So I want you to practice it 3 times. And if you're out of crow, you're out of crow, grab a drink of water. How's everybody doing? What time are we at? Okay. Doing good. All right. So you can't see me that way, but sit yourself like so. So you want to get close to your heels or on them. If it feels unachievable, use your block. We're just stretching out the feet here and through the toes and the arches. This posture has been my nemesis for about ever. But, you know, I feel like I keep doing it and I keep getting better. So I'm hoping the same thing is going to happen for you if this is a posture that you find very uncomfortable. Just one more minute. Maybe not a full minute, maybe like 10 seconds. And then, oh, good. Pat your feet out. I'm going to do this way. So we're going to move into some more extensions. So pat your toes out. They're not sore anymore. And then come onto your toes. Actually, leave them flat for now. Place your hands on either side of your sacrum. Start to push your hips forward. And then open up the heart. And then gently come on back up. Put yourself down on yourself. Now, if that's uncomfortable, again, block, pillow, whatever. Sit comfortably if this isn't comfortable. Yeah, you got that? All right, now come on up. This time, tuck your toes. We're going to move into another version. That was your first version of camel. That one is the least amount of extension in through the back. What we're thinking about is not extension through the lumbar spine, through the thoracic spine. So I want you to open your chest first. So open the heart, let the sacrum pop up, reach back, grab your heels, let your head hang if it can, if it will let you. Keep pushing your heart up and open. One more. And then slowly come up. And then put your hips back. Let your chin fall forward. And then lift it up. Side. Good. Wiggle your neck around. So people have an aversion to letting their head fall back, and it's, I think it's really partly in your nervous system. Like, it thinks your head's going to fall off your shoulders, but I assure you, your head will not fall off your shoulders. It will be just fine. However, don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Okay. This time, you want to keep your feet flat. Maybe if this was already feeling like your back was challenged enough, then you go back to that. If you want, you can bring your feet down to your heels now, or your hands to your heels, and then push your head. Let your head fall back heavy. And breathe. And then slowly push out, and then drop your hips back down again. Very good. Have yourself a seat. Take your feet close together. Pull your heels in nice and tight, and then draw your chest forward. Let your head rock and roll a little bit. Good. Reach your hands forward again. Excellent. And then place your hands on the floor, and then bring yourself up right onto your toes like so. And then bring your hands to heart center. Good. You okay? Bring yourself, push up, and then drop. Okay, camera down. All right, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back into plank. Slowly lower. Halfway, and then up dog. Untuck the toes. Open the heart, lift the quads. And then roll over the toes, push back down dog. Good, and then lift up the right leg. Swing it through and place it to the outside and drop your back knee. Good, walk your feet out to the, or your foot to the outside of your mat. Roll to the outside so that you're opening up through the hip. You can use your mat or your block for some support if you need to, or you can come all the way down to the floor and then rest your head on something. Try to keep your hips centered. Keep drawing the navel back towards the spine. Keep rolling the toe out. Keep the knee and toe in the nice same line. Protect your knee from injury. Good, and then walk that foot back in, but keep down and then try to draw your shoulder underneath the leg, okay? Come up onto the other arm. I'm gonna do my fists again, but you can do your hands. Squeeze your tricep and bicep with your leg, and then lift the back leg. And then straighten this leg as much as you can. Swing it back, downward dog. Drop the heel, soften. And then come forward, lower halfway, flow through, up dog. You can do cobra if you prefer, if you're getting tired, or if you just want to, push back, down dog, draw the heels down, lift up the left leg, and then place it to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee, walk the foot to the outside of the mat, roll out on the toe, and then lower down as much as you feel comfortable. Now again, try to keep your hips centered. Draw the navel in. Staying focused on being active in the posture, even though you're trying to soften in other ways. Hopefully your body is meeting your expectations and assumptions today. As we talked about, our intentions and our expectations and our assumptions can often leave maybe misery in our lives. So your body is absolutely fulfilling your intention. It's so amazing that it does what it does for you each and every day, often with not the nicest words from our mouths to our bodies sometimes. So be gentle, be kind. Sid, come on up. Or actually, again, tuck the left arm under. My left leg does not straighten, so you can see. Come up on the right leg and then start to stretch the leg out. Nope, no way, Jose. And then come around. Push back down, dog. Draw the heels down. Lift the right leg. Good. Bring it in front and take yourself into pigeon. So it's crossed over. Stretch the back leg back. And then bring your heart down for relaxed pigeon. You can go ahead and use your block if you prefer. Try not to tip over into the right leg. Good. And then gently push away from there. Place your right hand in front and then tuck the left hand underneath and see if you can twist a bit. I like to use my block here for my head to rest on. So go ahead and do that. I just have to make sure I didn't mute. I touched my headphone on my block there and I was worried. You never know what happens when you're recording and no one's on the other side to tell you that everything is going wrong. So it's much nicer to teach a person. We miss it, us yoga teachers. I'm pretty sure if you ask anyone, they'd say they miss the old days. All right, so you're twisting in this. You know how you do thread the needle? That's what I want you to do here in pigeon. So if you're super tight in your hips, you're going to look at me like I'm nuts and you're not going to do it. You may even be looking like this in your pigeon, but you can still kind of twist a bit, right? You can do all sorts of other things. Good. Just take another breath. And come back in through center, tuck the back toe, push back down dog. Give it a little walk out. Good work with the left leg. Come in front, find your pigeon. I didn't talk about this on the other side, but remember, unless you're straight in front, you need your foot flexed if you're parallel with your mat. If you're like this, like most of us, because our hips are tight, tuck your toes. Keep your knee and ankle in line. Draw your head down towards the floor so you can relax into this pigeon. Don't forget to breathe. And start to push yourself up. And again, Left hand comes in front, right hand scoops under. Use your block for support, thread the needle. Keep pushing the left hand into the floor so you get that twist, but try not to tip too far to the right. So, you know, you're really working a balancing act here. I find this one really lets you know how tight your glutes are pretty quick. And then slowly come on out of that, work your way forward, give it all a shake off. Take your legs nice and wide, arms up nice and tall. Nice too many times, and then fold. It's funny, our patterns. Grab hold of your block if you want to rest your head. Just soften. Lift your head up, walk your hands over towards your left side. Come up if you need to a little bit, and then soften back down again. You can reach to the outside of your left foot if you prefer. Get a little bit of a stretch down side body. Good, work your way through the front and over to the other side. Soften. Come back in through center. Push yourself up. Just give those legs a little shake. Come and lay yourself on your mat. We're going to do wheel pose or back bend. So this pose isn't for everybody, by no means. I want to make sure that you listen to your body, and my preamble here, my disclaimer is if you have any back issues, really bad shoulder issues, or even maybe a wrist issue, this posture is going to be not your thing. So I want you to listen to your body. If wheel isn't going to be your thing, you're going to go back to the beginning of the class where we did various hip bridges. So you make sure you listen to your body, do hip bridge or do wheel. So tuck your feet in real close. Take your hands. I won't stay up long because of my wrist, but I want you to have the opportunity to practice wheel because it is a very valuable pose if, of course, your spine is limber enough and everything is working properly. So let's give the little wrist a stretch. I find the wrists have to go at such a different angle. If you're not prepared, you can really overstretch that area there. All right, so hands are going right by the head, like so. Press into the feet and push up onto the top of your head. And then press all the way up, maybe. Now you stay, or you come back down onto your head and then lower your feet and then lower down again. So I'm only going to do one because I'll suffer later. But I want you to do 3 up and down. Don't hold them too long. You know, only hold as long as you're comfortable. I'll do 2 more sets of bridge. You do another set of wheels. So again, your hands come up onto the head, push in, and then all the way up. Okay, don't hurt your wrist. I want to do it so bad that I'm going to hurt myself, so let's not. I love wheel pose. It's very fun. Okay, have you done all 3? If not, do 1 more. okay to do wheel or bridge instead. You know, doesn't matter. And then slowly lower it down. Bring your knees into your chest. We're going to counteract all of that back bending we did today. Twist. Twist your knees all the way over. Look towards the other hand. Twists are counter to back bends. So if your back is tired, because we did a lot of extension today, do some twists. Good, and then come back in through center, over to the other side. And then come on back in through center. Excellent. So last two poses, or close to it anyway, we're going to do shoulder stand. Now, again, shoulder stand is also a posture that's not for everybody. I seem to have filled the class with them today. Maybe because, I don't know, I wanted a harder class today. So if you have a sore or a problem neck, shoulder stand is not your posture. Absolutely not. If you've had whiplash or any of those things, protect your neck. It's very important for you. So lengthen the back. You're just going to do, instead, you're going to do recline waterfall pose. So that's what you're going to do if shoulder stand isn't your thing. You can also put your hips on your cups. Instead, you're going to get a little bit more of flexion through your neck, so be careful. All right. So lengthen the back of your neck. Start to pull your knees in toward your chest. Lift your hips. And then start to tuck your elbows behind you, like we did when we did the bridge. So there's a purpose for some of those postures that are preparatory for some of these. So pull those elbows under you, squeeze your belly, and then you're going to try. So my shoulder stand is not perfect by no means, but you're going to try to get straight on top of your shoulders. I am nowhere near there, probably never will. But now remember to keep your neck still. Don't look anywhere. Just look at your toes. Place your toes. Now, if you want, you can pull your knees down towards your forehead, hands down to the floor, and let your feet go over your head. So plow pose. Remember, don't touch your neck or don't move your neck. Keep breathing. And then draw those feet back through, hips going back down, slowly to the floor. And then let yourself come up. Place your hands underneath your seat, back onto your elbows, and let your head fall back and touch the floor, hopefully, for fish pose, which is our counter. The shoulders stand, open the neck. And then lift the head, release the head down to the floor, release the hips. You know, sometimes when I do wheel pose or some of those inversions, I feel like I've been in a swimming pool because my sinuses get flooded with blood and all the things from your head being down. So if you feel like odd in your sinuses when you do inversions, don't worry. It's okay, you'll be fine. All right, grab hold of your feet from the inside. Pull your knees in towards your shoulders for happy baby. Oh, that feels good on the back. Just rock side to side. That was a great class. Good work. I hope you felt invigorated and you were challenging some of your assumptions about yourself and about other people. Ask yourself, what is my intention when I'm in certain positions, or I'm having conversations, or things are going in a way that seems wrong, or what's my intention here? What am I hoping for? And am I using my words and being honest and not taking things personally? Remember those 4 agreements. All right, and then release your feet. Whew, you have finally made it to Savasana. So if you love a mantra And there's a lot of mantras that I really love, like the Mula mantra and the Gayatri mantra. So go ahead, pause this, go put on a mantra you love, and then find yourself in your Savasana. And then just let your shoulders roll back so that you're open through the heart. Just let your head rock a little bit till you find a nice, comfy spot. And then slowly think about your breath. Bring your attention to the third eye right between the eyebrows, just above. Bring your attention to that spot. As you breathe into the third eye, and you look for awareness, enlightenment, a refinement of our attention and our assumptions. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, bringing your intention and attention back to the present moment. Focus your breath again, nice and deep. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your hands and place them on your belly, just above your belly button. Inhale into the fire, the solar plexus. Exhale, release any tension you might be holding there for anxiety, fits, or fear, or stress. Just let it go. Inhaling, bring that fire for your life, and the fire in, your passion. And then exhale, tension and stress. Let it go. And then when you're ready, roll yourself over onto your right side. Just cradle your head with your arm. Tuck your knees in close. Give yourself a little hug. And then when you're ready, bring yourself up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed if you prefer. Stick within yourself. Stay connected. Whoa! Stay connected with you. Sorry, my hair was falling out. That's why I yelled. If you had your eyes closed, you wouldn't have seen that. And it was a bit of a mess. All right, so take another deep breath in. And then exhale, release your tension. Deep breath in. And then exhale, release the tension, bring the hands to heart center. For today, I wish you only peace in your thoughts. May you allow your assumptions to be gone. And may you focus your intention on seeing only the best in yourself, of course, and in everyone around you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Namaste. Thanks for coming today. I hope you had a good class and you feel good. I know I do. I feel great. So thanks for coming. Positive comments are allowed in the comment box. Pass it on to your friends if they want to do some free yoga. It's fun to teach. And if you have any questions about anything, send me an email. Take care. Have a great day.